Necklace. Just a simple piece of jewelry, right? Not when it holds the power to control an ancient, floating city. Sheeta, a young girl, wears it and aware of just how dangerous it is. The world is about to find out. Both ruthless sky pirates and the military hunting her down, Sheeta's only hope lies in unlocking the secrets of Laputa, an ancient civilization lost to time. As enemies close in, stakes rise. The fight for control of Laputa's unimaginable power is on. Will Sheeta survive long enough to unravel the mystery, or will the necklace's power fall into the wrong hands? Find out in Laputa, Castle in the Sky. The movie begins aboard a large airship flying through the night sky. A young girl named Sheeta is being held under military custody, watched over by Colonel Muska. Suddenly, a pirate ship led by Captain Dola attacks the airship. Pirates are after Sheeta, the glowing blue crystal she wears around her neck. During the chaos, Sheeta knocks Muska out with a wine bottle and tries to escape. The ship is rocked by explosions, and Sheeta falls from the sky. As she drops, crystal around her neck begins to glow and slows her fall. She floats gently down from the sky, unconscious. On the ground in a mining town, a boy named Pazu is working late at night. He hears something in the sky, looks up, and sees Sheeta drifting down, glowing with light. He catches her as she lands safely. Pazu takes Sheeta back to his home and looks after her until morning. Next day, Sheeta wakes up confused. Pazu tells her about his father, who once photographed a floating island in the sky called Laputa. No one believed him. Pazu is determined to prove it exists. Sheeta keeps her crystal a secret for now. Soon, the Dola pirates arrive in town, searching for Sheeta. She and Pazu run through the streets and alleys, chased by the pirates. The army arrives at the same time, also looking for Sheeta. A massive chase unfolds, with airships and vehicles tearing through the town. Pazu and Sheeta flee into the mines, where they encounter an old miner named Uncle Palm. He shows them glowing stones in the cave walls and says Sheeta's crystal is made of volucite, a rare mineral once used in Laputa's technology. He warns them the crystal is powerful and connected to Laputa. As they exit the mines, soldiers ambush them. Sheeta and Pazu are captured and taken to a military fortress. There, Colonel Muska reveals he knows Sheeta's real name, Lucida Toel Ur Laputa, descendant of the Laputian royal family. He shows her an ancient Laputian robot recovered from a crash. Muska wants Sheeta to help him unlock the secrets of Laputa. Pazu is locked out and thrown into the courtyard. Muska offers him money to leave and forget Sheeta. Pazu, heartbroken, takes the money and leaves. Pazu returns home, defeated and angry after being paid off by Muska. As he sits alone, the Dola pirates suddenly arrive and corner him. He tries to resist. They say they don't want to hurt Sheeta. They want to find Laputa too. After realizing they share a common goal, Pazu convinces Dola to help him rescue Sheeta. Meanwhile, at the fortress, Sheeta is being held in a room under Muska's watch. He tells her more about Laputa, showing her ancient records and claiming the floating island still exists, hidden high in the atmosphere. Muska pressures Sheeta to recite a spell passed down in her family to activate the crystal. She resists at first, but eventually gives in and speaks the spell. Levistone, light the path and open the way to Laputa. Crystal activates with a powerful blue glow. Far away, dormant Laputian robot, kept in a storage hangar at the fortress, suddenly comes to life, tears free from its restraints, and begins rampaging through the base, moving straight towards Sheeta. Soldiers panic as the robot breaks through walls and unleashes devastating firepower. Sheeta escapes during the chaos. Muska stays close behind. The robot, despite its power, tries to protect Sheeta. Gently hands her a bird's egg it had been guarding, showing a level of emotion and memory. Soldiers attack it with explosives and heavy weapons. Eventually, the robot is destroyed by a massive cannon blast, crumbling to pieces. Sheeta is devastated. As the base burns, Pazu and the pirates arrive in their small glider. Pazu breaks into the fortress and finds Sheeta. Together, they escape through the smoke and rubble. Dola picks them up in her airship, the Tiger Moth, just before the military can capture them again. On board the Tiger Moth, Sheeta and Pazu explain everything to Dola and her crew. They now realize Muska is trying to find Laputa for its technology and its weapons. Dola agrees to help them reach it first. Sheeta and Pazu prepare for the journey ahead. Meanwhile, Muska uses the data from the crystal to begin tracking Laputa's exact location. He mobilizes a military airship fleet and sets out to find the city. The race to reach Laputa has begun. On board the Tiger Moth, Sheeta, and Pazu begin to adapt to life with the pirates. Despite their rough behavior, the Dola crew treats the kids with surprising kindness. Pazu helps in the engine room, while Sheeta cooks in the galley and tends to the crew. Gradually, Dola starts to admire Sheeta's courage and sees potential in both kids. As they fly through the sky, Sheeta and Pazu begin spotting signs of Laputa's presence. The crystal occasionally glows, reacting to something in the atmosphere. At the same time, storm clouds start gathering. Dola realizes they're nearing the area where Laputa may be hidden, within a massive, never-ending thunderstorm known as the Dragon's Nest. Pazu reveals that his father once took a photograph of Laputa emerging from clouds like these, but no one believed him. Now, as they approach the storm, they know they're close. The tiger moth flies straight into the swirling clouds. Battered by winds and lightning, the ship begins to break apart. Inside the storm, Sheeta's crystal activates again, shining brighter than ever. A beam of light shoots from it, piercing through the clouds and revealing a hidden path. Dola urges her crew to follow the beam. Pazu helps navigate, while Sheeta holds the glowing stone tightly. Just ahead, the military fleet appears. Muska's massive battleship forces its way through the storm, trailing the crystal's signal. It overtakes the tiger moth and enters the eye of the storm first. A sudden gap opens in the sky, and from it, Laputa emerges. The floating city is majestic, covered in greenery, trees, and ancient ruins. It floats silently in the air, powered by massive engines and an unknown force deep within its core. The pirate's ship, damaged from the storm, can't keep up. Sheeta and Pazu prepare to continue alone. Dola gives them a small glider and tells them to find Laputa before Muska does. Sheeta and Pazu board the glider and soar toward the island. They land safely on one of its massive outer gardens. Inside Laputa, they find a peaceful but eerie silence. The place is deserted, overgrown with vines and scattered with remnants of ancient machines. A lone Laputan robot, covered in moss, tends to the garden, gently feeding birds and caring for animals. It shows no hostility. Sheeta realizes this city wasn't just a weapon, it was once a sanctuary. But their arrival hasn't gone unnoticed. Muska is already on the island, preparing to unlock the heart of Laputa. Time is running out. As Sheeta and Pazu explore the floating island, they discover more of Laputa's secrets. The city is a mix of ancient stone architecture and advanced machines. Vegetation has overtaken much of the place, showing it's been abandoned for centuries. They pass through empty corridors and massive chambers with markings and symbols from a forgotten era. They eventually come across Laputa's central structure, its core chamber. But before they can investigate, Muska appears, backed by armed soldiers. He captures Sheeta and holds Pazu at gunpoint. Muska reveals his full plan. He is also of Laputan royal descent, just like Sheeta. He believes it's his destiny to control Laputa and restore its power over the world. Muska uses Sheeta's crystal to unlock a sealed door that leads deep into the heart of the floating city. Inside, they find the city's power source, a massive levitation stone made of volucite, buried deep beneath the castle. It's the reason Laputa can stay afloat. Surrounding it are ancient machines and a control room capable of activating the city's defense systems and weaponry. Once in control, Muska turns on the military. He uses Laputa's weapon system to unleash a terrifying energy blast that destroys one of the military's airships instantly. Soldiers panic and try to retreat, but Muska has no intention of letting anyone leave alive. He announces his vision to use Laputa's weapons to dominate the world and bring back the era of skybound kingdoms. Meanwhile, Pazu pleads with Muska to speak with Sheeta. Surprisingly, Muska agrees to give them 1 minute. Pazu runs to Sheeta and tells her they must stop Muska at any cost. Sheeta, remembering her grandmother's words, recites a powerful Laputan spell with Pazu. Together, they speak the ancient phrase, Balsi. Instantly, the crystal erupts with energy. The city begins to shake. The levitation stone reacts violently. Laputa's entire structure starts crumbling. Buildings collapse, machines fail, and the power core begins to break apart. The destructive energy consumes the control room. Muska is blinded and then killed in the explosion. The weapon systems shut down. The city is falling apart, but the massive levitation stone at the bottom remains intact, floating alone in the sky. Everything built above it begins to separate and drift away. Pazu and Sheeta, holding the now dim crystal, escape on a small glider just as the city collapses. They watch as Laputa's remains slowly drift upward into the sky, carried by the surviving volocite core. Pazu and Sheeta escape Laputa's collapsing core in a small glider. As they fly away, the massive city continues to fall apart around them. The upper structures of Laputa, the gardens, buildings, and weapon systems, are being torn from the core and drifting into space. Only the central levitation stone, glowing softly, remains intact and continues to rise silently into the sky, carrying with it the last fragments of the floating city. Below, Dola and her pirate crew spot the kids returning safely. They are overjoyed to see them alive. The tiger moth is damaged but still airborne. Pazu and Sheeta wave to the crew as they fly past. Dola smiles, proud of them. After saying goodbye, Pazu and Sheeta continue flying into the clouds, heading toward a peaceful future. Laputa has vanished from the world once again, its secrets hidden among the clouds, unreachable. The film ends with scenes of the remnants of Laputa floating through the atmosphere, the levitation stone, the moss-covered robot, peacefully tending to birds, and pieces of the city gently drifting into space. Laputa, once feared as a weapon, now returns to being part of the sky, silent and forgotten. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.